Tesla has been skyrocketing this year, currently over 600%. It also holds a majority in my portfolio, and it's projected to go even higher. But I'm looking at selling. Let's dive into it. What's up guys, it's Kai here. Welcome to my channel where I talk about money, investing, and finance. If these type of videos interest you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell to stay updated on upcoming videos. Tesla stock has been on a tear this year, currently up over 600% this year. Their quarterly earnings has been consistently good, hitting their earnings and their sales deliveries. They're going to be included in the S&P 500. Goldman Sachs has their price target set at $780, and even ARK Invest has their price projection at $1,400 by 2024. Now, despite all of this, I'm looking at selling my Tesla stock. In this video, I'll be going over why I plan on selling my Tesla stock and at what price and when, and also how I plan to get even more Tesla stock in the future. Now, this is a really risky move for me as Tesla holds a large portion of my trading portfolio, but I'll explain later in the video why I'm taking such a risky move. So if you could go ahead and hit the like button to help support the channel, and let's hop into it. So the big news recently is that Tesla is going to be included into the S&P 500. So really quickly, what the S&P 500 is the collective of the top 500 US companies to represent the performance of the overall stock market. Being that it is diversified over 500 companies, the S&P 500 is very popular for retirement plans and investors that just like to set it and forget it. So once Tesla is included into the S&P 500, a lot of people will be exposed and investing into Tesla, as most likely a portion of their retirement will be funneled towards Tesla. Now currently the S&P 500 is worth approximately $30 trillion. And on December 21st, 2020 is the date that Tesla will be included in the S&P 500. What this means is that on that day, dozens of thousands of Tesla shares will be bought for the S&P 500 inclusion. Now, with all these shares being bought, you'd expect prices to skyrocket. And you can see, as this chart represents, since the announcement in November, Tesla stock has been steadily climbing to this date. On November 16th is the date that the announcement came that Tesla was going to be included in the S&P 500. So from November 11th, you can see the steady climb Tesla has made all the way up to here, which is about a 61% run so far. Now this chart is a historical representation from 2014, representing the average of what happened to the past 61 stocks added to the S&P 500. Now on average, when it is announced that a stock's going to be added to the S&P 500, you can see a nice little run up here all the way to the inclusion date, like we just seen in the previous chart with Tesla did. Now on the day of inclusion, it might dip a little bit before the day, but it tends to stay up on its peak on the day before and the day after of the inclusion. After all the peak and the hype is gone, it takes a quick little dive here. And this has been pretty consistent with all the stocks added to the S&P 500. And sure enough, it'll just continue to trend back to where it would normally be across this plane here. That in no way indicates that this is going to happen 100% with Tesla being added, as Tesla is quite unique in its own. It is the largest stock that is going to be added to the S&P 500 in the S&P 500 history. So it could act quite differently. But if you take a look back at what happened to Tesla throughout this year, a similar trend can be found. It seems that all expected good news causes a rise, and shortly after that good news happens, there's a quick dive. So let's take a look at the charts and I'll show you what I mean. So we can go back and look, and Tesla has done this pattern multiple times throughout this year. So July 23rd, there was an expected good earnings report, which there was. Tesla reported earnings despite this pandemic, and the next day it fell. So just in 2 days, it fell about 19%. You can see there. On August 11th, there was a stock split that was announced. So it grew to the hype, about 70%. Hit the hype, the stock split on August 31st. The day after, on September 1st, it hit a high and then immediately fell 35% within the next week. Similarly, Tesla had their much anticipated battery day where they were to release their new technology. Everybody was looking forward to that hype. It grew again and then fell 3 days later, 23%. Now on November 16th, they announced their S&P inclusion. So all the hype got tied into the market here. Tesla took a nice run up 61%. So now we're sitting around here, currently trading around $644. Tesla will get included on December 21st. So I expect this to climb a little higher. And same like all of these other instances, after this event happens, I'm expecting to see like a 20% drop or so. Now, all of these are patterns that I see, and by no means that means that it's going to be happening 100% of the time, but it seems to be happening pretty consistent. So one of the fundamental rules of trading is don't time the market, because when you time the market, you tend to lose. But that's exactly what I'm going to do, is try to time the market. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But here's why I'm going to do it. So I've been following these trends for some time, and I've had success in the past increasing my Tesla position by selling a little previous to the day of the good news and then buying back a little after. So I'm aiming to do the same with this instance. Now, you might be asking, why don't I just buy on the dips and dollar cost average in to get more share? And to be honest, is because I don't have cash on hand right now. I actually blasted a lot of my cash reserves on a good cryptocurrency play, which I talked about in my last video here. I already more than doubled my money. And if you still want to hop in, my price target is aiming for it to at least triple from where it is now. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out that video here. So with this current way I'm looking at, this is the way I can increase the amount of Tesla shares I have. Is selling on the high and buying on the low. So I'm looking to take advantage of this little area right here on the selling the high and buying the low. Now, the exact strategy that I'm looking at is that all the shares are projected to be bought on December 21st, which is Monday. I'll be watching the markets really close on Friday, December 18th, to see how far they run up. The prices I'm looking for is for Tesla to hit about $700, maybe tickle $750, then I'll be selling. After the sell, if it follows what most stocks have done historically and what Tesla specifically has been doing recently, which is dive right after the big event, I'll be looking to buy again after the dive. Now, I'll be looking for like about a 20% dive, which is typically what happens. So maybe about the $600 price range. Maybe it'll dip into the 500s, but I'll be watching closely to hop back in. Now, if you're interested in trading stocks or multiplying your money with cryptocurrency, Webull is offering 4 free stocks. You get 2 free stocks for joining and an additional 2 free stocks with your first $100 deposit that could be valued all the way up to $3,700. If you're interested, link is in the description, and this also helps support the channel. So I'll be watching the markets real closely with Tesla stock, seeing how high it goes, waiting for that 700, 750 number to sell, then buying back at the dip at the low 600s, maybe even in the $500 range. Now, this is highly unrecommended as it is timing the market, which traditionally is not a good idea. But if you're interested to see what I end up selling and buying at, I'll be posting my trades up on my Instagram account. Go ahead and give that a follow if you're interested to check that out. So in closing, I am still bullish on Tesla stock. I'm just looking at increasing my position with the resources I currently have. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked the video. Please let me know in the comments down below if this is a good move or a stupid move. Either way, you can watch along if I make money or if I lose money. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next video.